back to Blast the Process. My name is Listener. I will be your host for the upcoming, 8 hours. Have fun! So, with me today, I have Gliitchless. How you doing, sweetie?
I am doing absolutely wonderful. Hello, everyone out there in Blast the Process land. I have a video game for you.
Oh boy, what video game is it?
I
It's
imagine
Christmas early.
it's it's my late Halloween game, more like. But
We are timely.
This is Ghouls and Ghosts, the game for the what is this console? The Mega Drive.
No matter what, it's not going to be good as Super Ghouls and Ghosts on the Super Nintendo, obviously.
I have a lot of qualms with that statement.
And obviously it's because Genesis does what Nintendo don't!
I mean, Nintendo literally did what Genesis didn't with the double jump, but it's cool. I'm not here to sow the weeds of the seeds of war. Sorry, that was a really hard thing to get out.
War is probably a weed anyway, so no, that's fair.
That's fair. Okay, I should probably play this game. I think chat would like me to play this game.
I'd like you to play this game.
I think so. I'm going to be playing the American version because I don't want it to take longer than it should.
Good.
Okay.
Just count us down whenever you're ready.
All right, chat, if you're ready, because I know I'm ready, I'm going to give you a 3, a 2, and a 1, and a go. And that means start the timer now.
That is usually what go means.
Anyway, welcome to Ghouls and Ghosts. You might remember this game from such games as Ghouls and Ghosts and Goblins and Super Ghouls and Ghosts. People get this confused with the original game and its sequel on the Super Nintendo, but it is very much so like the second game in the series, and not the Super Nintendo game, and not the original game. But it's easily my favorite, and it's also what I consider the easiest of the franchise, which means all of you out there should go and play this video game, because it's super good and super easy. You'll be great on your first try, probably. You'll be seeing me jump a whole lot throughout this run, and that's just simply because you move faster when you're jumping. And then you'll see me get scared to jump later on because jumping is scary and you just have a committed jump. We take a quick damage boost there to get up that ladder much quicker. And we will be approaching our first boss here. I can turn myself up if I'm quiet, but this is Shielder. Shielder's weird and carries his face in his hand, like most of us often do when we guard doors. Oh gosh, that's... okay, good. He was giving me a lot of trouble. You can or you can't hear me?
You're fine. The last runner was a little quiet. They're just making jokes.
Okay, I will consider that. Okay, level 1 was just level 1. It's nothing I can really elaborate on that other than that guy carries his face in his hand. This level is weird. Like, those little turtles are on set patterns in the console version, but in the arcade version they're a little random, which is, in my opinion, I like. Oh, wow, that was absolutely a mistake. Okay, well, we get to see these turtles again, which I know is exciting for all of you. I know I'm excited to see turtles.
They remind me of Stormtrooper helmets.
Occasionally you'll see me going to the front of a hitbox of a turtle, and it's just because their hitbox is in the far back of them and slightly behind the turtle also, which is a great spot for the hitbox. Definitely not on the sprite entirely, just kind of offset to the right a little bit.
Actually, yeah, Kat, can you turn yourself up like a little bit?
Oh yes, I can totally do that. Not while I'm jumping to the right, but...
take your time. You're kind of dodging a lot of stuff. Kat, this game is really hard. Do you mind making it more difficult for yourself? There's an armor here, and I hear they're really easy, so, like...
There's a quote from Professor F, and I don't mind dying there, I should say, because it, like, if you... I'm going to turn myself up, so I'm letting this play out a little bit. Oops. Okay. I should be much louder. Sorry about that, everybody. I don't mind dying there because the checkpoint is right after the armor, so he's like the strongest armor in the game for whatever reason. He takes more hits than the other ones. So we just usually sometimes just let him kill us if he's being a problem, and he will go off and like form a family or whatever he needs to do with his... Ow! Well, normally I wouldn't have this hit point anyway, so... Gosh. Bats, if you let them spawn, will get really on top of you. This is Cerberus. He has the exact same pattern every single time, so you just kind of know what he's going to do and hit him. Which is, you know, maybe speedrunning at its core, but I'm not here to get into the philosophical arguments of speedrunning. But if chat can just let me know that I am louder, because I turned myself up to 120%, which is 120% of me is way too much of me than anyone should ever be hearing.
I disagree.
Well, I'm going to go with you, Wood. Oh, we almost became a duck there for a moment, which would have been very exciting for everybody.
So, what makes this game different from all the other games in the series?
This is the first game that you could throw the lances and weapons up and down, which is basically the difference.
Which is good, because that would suck for this level if you couldn't.
It is also...
That would make this level horrible.
Yeah. Oh, there's a dagger. Okay, everything's good. Well, these goblins don't murder me. Okay, we've got a dagger, which is the weapon that we wanted this entire time. You briefly saw the discus, which its strength is it makes a silly noise, but otherwise it's fine, and it doesn't really do much else.
These balls are my favorite enemy in this game. I really need to make a perler of them, but I can't find a good sprite.
Enemy has an emote of it. It's his PogChamp emote, because it looks like the PogChamp face.
I'm definitely going to ask Enemy for that. I remember seeing that he had it. Anyway, sorry.
But anyway,
I
sorry.
distracted.
What makes this different from the others? Oh, don't want that. Is that this level, or not this level, this game has up and down throwing and also introduced magic. Like, people thought that the gold armor came in the Super Nintendo game, mostly because they forget this one existed. But nope, it is all from this. A lot of the magic from that game is in this. And I really wanted to say this a minute ago, but this level is the Super Nintendo Aladdin level. Which is a really popular thing I hear on this channel.
Nah. Take it or leave it.
It's just, all I think of is Aladdin there. And when I was learning to speedrun Aladdin, people are like, oh, it's that level in G&G. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is Kasuto, Discount Krakow, or whatever you want to really call him. He's extremely easy, and as you see, he's gone now.
Take a key for coming in.
Oh, we do take keys for coming in.
Nice catch.
Thank you. In the arcade version, you can't actually catch the key on the fire level, and people have surmised the key is too hot to handle.
That is funny.
But in the US version, or not the US version, the home version, you are welcome to catch that key. Therefore, it is the superior version, settling that argument once and for all. And if any of the G&G community hears me say that, they will be very upset with me.
What's the differences between arcade other than hotkeys? Is it like just general playstyle?
I like the concept of hotkeys. No!
Spicy keys.
Okay, that was bad. I just tried to get a little like fancy, and I shouldn't have. Anyway, the difference between the versions is mostly aesthetics. This version of the game is really kind of spot on. The skeleton murderers, which are the little blue skeleton dudes, have a slightly different spawning pattern sometimes. And the turtles have set patterns instead of a randomized pattern. There are 3 set patterns for the turtles. There are some differences with like the big jump, which you will not be seeing today. Because the big jump is scary and it's weird. And there's a chest jump you can do in the arcade version that you can't do in the home version. Well, you can, but it's like a 1-frame window or something. We took a death there on purpose. The very angry diamond ceiling just kind of hit you. And we took a death to get our armor back right here. We want our armor because we can do my favorite skip in the game. Hopefully. You just sit here and take a hit and just kind of fall through most of the level. And for those that don't realize, those little yellow coral spike things are one-hit kills. So even if you've got armor, they just hurt you and you die. This is Ohm. He's kind of like a giant pill bug. And you gotta just throw things at his guts. He's got a bunch of weak points, and you gotta watch out for the little like worms and the little other worms that kind of dance around him. He's being really, really polite to me today, which is awesome. I do not mind when boss fights just go very easily for me. Okay, come on. Please show me your weak point. Thank you. Ohm is a pushover, but it's probably the boss that took me the most to practice on to get down. It's all about patience. This is the last level in Loop 1, and we will be doing 2 loops of this game. And for the last level, they just decided to... Okay, please come over here. Sorry, the Arimer got away from me. There he goes. For the last level, they've given us 4 Arimers in a row because, you know, we've invented the most notoriously difficult enemy in the world. Why not throw 4 of them at you at once? It does make up for the lack of Arimers throughout the rest of the game, though, I guess. Okay, one more. Thank you. Those took a very long time for me to work out how to kill them. It's, you just eventually will learn their patterns and kind of how they move. They're very annoying about dodging sometimes. We're going to skip the damage boost here because I don't want to take a hit and then have to redo that whole armor room, which no one made.
I like these moblins.
Oh geez, I'm not used to this pattern now. I entered the ladder at a weird time.
Uh-oh.
That's fine.
How does magic work? I notice you have... Oh, look, it's Satan. Oh, bye, Satan.
Astaroth.
Oh, is it? Okay, it's Satan in Ghosts and Goblins.
Nope, Satan is the big red dude that flies around. He is not appearing in this game. He will show up in later titles, again, sort of. But he's always been Astaroth. That was the final boss of the original Ghosts and Goblins. And
oh, that's right.
Because this is a sequel, why not 3 Astaroths?
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh, this is scary. Please stop. Please stop. There we go. He's way much more of a pushover in this game, and he's kind of a joke until Ultimate Ghouls and Ghosts, or Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins, where he actually becomes somewhat of a real boss. Unless you get the armor that lets you fly. But that's for a different marathon one day. None of those
when are marathon runs where you play every single G&G game?
I did it on my channel. It was a fun 8 hours. So this is like a nightmare right now that I've got on screen. That sword. So we're gonna do that. You can't despawn that sword, and I'm not losing this dagger. I don't care. I'm taking that hit. And you get sent back all the way here, so we get to hang out with Astaroth again. I should have paid attention when I was throwing things to know that the little dude up there had a pot, and not to throw things at him. This game does have creepy music at points. I don't know why I'm trying to preserve my armor so badly here, because there's just another drop up ahead, but no biggie.
It's fancy. It looks nice.
It does. Well, he probably gets off scot-free. He might come walk over again and try to make our life harder. Oh gosh. Well, let's try this.
Let's just have like 1,000 enemies on the screen. That's probably a good idea.
I'm very scared as to what's going on the screen right now because I've never actually had to fight both of these things at the same time.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff on the screen. Oh no!
Okay.
Wow, that nice clip. Nice zip into the wall.
Okay, G&G just did a lot of bad things to me, and I'm sorry. This is just sometimes G&G just goes this way for me. It's been a very long time since I've had trouble on stage 5. So, welcome to old times with me. This is why the estimate's 28 minutes and my PB's 19 minutes.
Cat, are you telling me that this game is difficult? I had no idea.
I'm still maintaining it's the easiest one in the franchise.
Yeah, you know, the easiest one. It's just, 9 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10 in difficulty.
Oh, in terms of difficulty, I'd give this game like 6.
Really? You think so? When I played it for 15 minutes.
You made it further than you expected.
I got to the Aladdin section.
That's really good.
And I was told that was really good. I felt like I was floundering.
Okay. We've killed all the Gasudos. That's fine. And now there's this here, so we're good. Here's a fun little zip.
Sweetie, I'm pretty sure that you are a little biased towards how difficult this game is. It's like me with Ristar. I'm like, oh, this game's easy, and then, not at all for anyone who plays it.
I got Ristar for raffles last night. It was such a vacation. It was so much fun.
I'm so sad that I missed that.
Okay, this is Beelzebub. He's going to give me a pattern that lets me not get him in one cycle because he just decided to go away instead of fight. Sometimes this is just what Beelzebub does. See, he's just going to go into the ceiling, and we will see him sometime when he comes back from his vacation. I think I could just... There we go. That's loop 1. The next loop should go way quicker. I'm probably at like 10... I'm probably at like 12 or 13 minutes right now, if I'm not mistaken.
This room is a trap devised by Satan. Proceed dauntlessly.
Oh, this... You gotta read this dialogue. You've done well so far. You'll not be able to defeat Loki beyond the door. Go back to the village. Open the magic box and put on your magic armor. Okay. I'm sure that the goddess will appear. Good luck, Arthur. I believe that you will defeat Loki. Loki is our final boss. We have not seen Loki today. However, I almost always call Cerberus Loki. Every time I see him, I just have an unnerving desire to call him Loki.
Why?
He's red? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was weird. Alright. Thanks, Skeleton Murderer. So this is
You
loop
took
2.
off your magic armor, though. Are you now dead?
That was not even the magic armor.
Okay, what is this box that she's mentioning? What?
It's a treasure chest. Okay, so now here we're gonna do this. Good night. Because I want my armor back. Mr. Popo, you could take 2 hits in this video game. One, you lose your armor. 2, you lose your life, I guess. And you turn skeleton.
Yes. You lose your armor, then you lose your skin. Every single time you take off a layer. And thankfully, don't take off your underwear. That's nice.
Arthur maintains his underwear at all times. It's high quality. Well, I mean, when he dies, his underwear kind of disappears too, I guess. Alright, so this
That would be hilarious to see a skeleton in
Oh gosh!
underwear. I'm sorry.
That was a weird pattern. That was a very odd pattern. I don't like it. Please stop living. Oh.
Oh.
That's alright. This is why we play the American version, so you don't have to see half that stage again. And every single marathon run in this game I have done is with joke, except for one, which is a 20-minute run.
Nice. A joke? Sweetie, there's no way any of us could do this faster.
I don't know, I'm pretty sure one of you out there. So, you're probably wondering why I'm just playing the game again, if you're confused. Well, unless you just know anything about the franchise. So, in all of the Ghouls and Ghosts games and Ghosts and Goblins games, they are all 2-loop games. So basically you play it once and you play it again. It's supposed to be harder. In this one, it doesn't really get harder on the second loop. You're just kind of playing the game again. Occasionally a projectile will go faster. That's really about it. I'll say Shielder gave me a really rude pattern, but there's no reason he couldn't have done that on loop 1. But, you know, everything takes the same amount of hits. Everything's in the same spot. There's a bird in level 1 that goes a little quicker, I guess. And this guy's even cooperating a little bit better, but we hit a checkpoint. We're good. He sort of cooperated. And then we move on with our lives. Nope. Nope. Every time you see a drop ahead of me, I will get really cautious before I just run gung-ho towards it. That might hit me.
What are all the different weapons that you could possibly get in this game?
There is the dagger, there's the axe, there is the... Do you want descriptions of these weapons, or just like...
Yeah, just continue for someone who's never seen it. Oh yeah, there's this weapon, there's this weapon. What do they do? I don't... You didn't ask.
So, the dagger you're seeing is the fastest weapon. They all kind of deal the same amount of damage. The discus glides along the ground, but for the most part just kind of acts the same as the lance, which is the starting weapon. The axe, you throw one. There can only be one on screen. It gently arcs across the screen in the world's slowest movement, and it goes through enemies. So you throw it, and then you wait 40 minutes until you can throw another. Now we're a duck.
Is it... Oh boy, duck! Oh, you don't get turned into an old person.
You can. There's a bunch of different transformations in this one.
I have only seen old people transformations.
That's the weird YouTube hole to go down, Liz. What are you doing?
Listen, don't kink shame me.
So there's the axe. The axe you just throw in an arc, and it's kind of it kind of gently goes up and to the right, or up
Is
into
it
the
is
direction
it
you throw
basically like the Castlevania axe, but like worse?
No, it never comes back down. It just kind of goes that way.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna get this armor just in case, and now we need to book it across the PogChamps.
I freaking love these enemies so much.
They're like not threatening. They're just kind of living their life over here.
Yeah, they're just having a good time. They're enjoying everything, and you just killed a bunch that you didn't need to kill.
Okay, weapons. There is also the fire water, which is awful. Like, don't ever use it. You just throw it. It lands on
Unless
the
you're
ground and
running
burns
for
things.
unless you're running in Power Up with Pride.
Yeah, if you're
And
oh gosh,
absolutely.
if you're running in a marathon, then you get it because you're me and you're bad at not picking up bad things. And then you have to fight bosses with it. And then you go from I've never fought this boss with this weapon to, oh, that wasn't too bad. Despite the boss fight taking like 12 days. Okay. Oh gosh, this is bad. So this jump's really annoying. Like, if you touch that, the above the gargoyle is this piece of land. And it doesn't look like it's actually, it looks like the background. How this happens. If you touch the fire, you get knocked off and you die. So you've got like a few frames to jump to the right. So there's dying piece of land. And if you don't make the jump, you're basically gone. I think people use the other weapons in Castlevania, don't they? Like the holy water's got a good use, the cross has a lot of uses.
It depends on the Castlevania game. But for the most part, you want the cross, especially in like casual playthrough. I don't know. I haven't played much of the first Castlevania. I'm a Bloodline still.
That's all good.
Which would, unsurprising to anyone who knows me.
I can't
Oh
believe
my God, Liz, you play Genesis games? Holy moly! Who would have thought?
Come on. Come on. Come on, Discount Krakow.
He's not even like attacking you. He's just living his life.
Anyway, I really wish there was so much more I could talk about in Loop 2, other than you're going to see me get a special weapon on the last level of the game. And then I'm going to use that weapon to kill a boss. And that's really about it. Basically, you need to, as the Princess Prin Prin had let me know earlier, which yes, that is her literal name, is Princess Prin Prin.
That's beautiful.
We have to put on our magic box and don our nope, we don't put on the box. And open the magic box.
Remember, do not wear princesses' boxes. It's not...
Whoa, Liz.
Whoa!
Whoa! Hold on.
Whoa! Listen, they knew what they were getting into when they made me host.
Oh, hey, what's up, Polly? Polly's always there when runs go left. It's great. Oh gosh. Okay, so that thing's gonna shoot into the air for no reason, and I'm gonna sit here and wait for it to do it again. Thank you. We've been getting that skip nicely, though.
I like the hands like eyes.
On each of the fingers, they're great.
They're kind of upsetting, because I have a fear of holes, and that absolutely sets off my trypophobia.
I like how you said, I like this. It sets off this innate fear that I have no control over.
Like... Well, yeah, I'm kind of weird in that way, where it's like, oh, cool, that's terrifying. Isn't that, like, what Halloween is all about? Happy Halloween, everyone.
These guys are not being very nice to me. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, this is a lot less nice than last time.
Once you get to the right side, you're fine. This is fine.
Nausicaa Valley of the Wind? Yeah, a little bit.
It kind of does sound like a car horn. You're absolutely right. Okay, so now we don't want to get hit, because I want to open the magic box and put on the magic armor. Or no, other way around.
Helmet.
So we're going to be careful.
You want to open your armor and put on the box? Is that what you just said?
You can't tell me how to live. So we open the magic box, we put on the magic armor, and we said hi to these armors. Now we've opened the magic box again. There's the goddess of battle. Everyone say hi to the goddess of battle. And now we've got the best weapon in the game. Sort of. It's the best weapon in the game at close distances.
Nice Hadouken.
It's kind of a Hadouken. It's classically, like, except for the first Ghosts and Goblins, it's kind of like the power weapon in most of the games in the franchise.
Whoever made this really ripped off Capcom. Like, straight up Hadouken. Liz, I don't know how to tell you this, sweetie.
I have bad news and you should sit down. Everyone, thank you for the hellos to the Goddess of Battle. She will not be appearing again until Ghosts and Demons, which is not even a real name. It's not.
It's basically
Capcom.
canon. It's
But,
a
like,
really
it
good game,
tears
and I like
these
hearing Arthur yell out the same, like, 5 lines.
I will fight you.
The entire, like, 2 hours of playtime.
I can do that game in like 15 minutes now, thankfully. Ghosts and Demons
Well,
is a...
good for you, Cat. I can't.
You were there, like, when I was trying to figure that game out. There was so much cursing. I don't get frustrated easily at video games, but that game awoke something within me.
So, are you Demons and Devils? Wait, what is it called?
Ghosts and Demons.
Ghosts and Demons. It's a fan game. Can you
I don't
lose
even
this
mind
weapon?
dying there. Yes, you
By the
can
way-
lose this weapon.
What happens if you do?
You have to get it again.
Oh, how do you get it again? By
Same exact process, just put on your magic
You just-
armor and open the magic box.
gotcha. But
kinda-
wait, can you even
Oh.
travel back there?
If you kill... That was funny. That was a double KO. Shout out to double KOs.
Just take a key. Oh.
Yeah, I'll let my skeleton up to do it. Anyway, so if you kill this boss on second loop and you don't have the item or the weapon, you get sent back to the beginning of the stage.
Okay, so it's not like that rude. Where it's not like, oh, you don't have the what is it? The shield in the first one? Get
Yeah.
sent back to like level 3.
The game's just like, were you even listening? And then just sends you back. Oh, where is he? This guy should be dead like 20 minutes ago. Okay, so now we're on to the last boss, which means time is coming up very, very shortly. It's this very large naked man in a chair.
I'm on board.
I mean, he's kind of weird. You're going to see me jump a few times and hit him in the face, and then he's just going to be dead. He's gone. That's it. That's game. Good night, Loki.
GG?
No, G and G.
Time.
G and G.
Oh. GNG, everyone.
Anyway, I want everyone to read this ending, and I will read it out loud to you, because I am a nice girl. So, Princess Prinprin gets her soul back. There's a hug, or something. Congratulations. Loki restored the ghouls and ghosts, with the wrong apostrophe, world, which had vanished 3 years ago. Arthur had finally defeated Loki, warrior of the strongest in the world. Arthur had known, at the time, when he defeated the demon, that the ghouls and ghosts world might be restored someday. He prepared for the new enemy by improving weapons. Now we're just talking about the plot of the game. By improving weapons and giving magic power to each weapon. If it had
He
not
went
been
through
for
this
the magic
level.
power, even
This
Arthur
level.
could have been defeated long before he reached Loki. On top of the magic power, Arthur obtained the Psycho Cannon, form Valkyr. Then, after a dreadful battle, he finally defeated Loki. People's souls, which had been captured in Loki's body, were released, and the Princess of Hus was revived. The Earth has been restored to its peaceful self, thanks to Knight Arthur. However, there is no reason that the ghouls and ghosts world will not be restored by someone someday. Is Arthur's battle truly over? Now, no one restore this world. I'm watching you, chat. If anyone restores the ghouls and ghosts world, I'm coming for you. Anyway,
Oh, look, it's restored. You can just play it again.
no, the game is playing itself. This is not me. It's also going to present some weird hit detection issues, which I'd like to point out when they pop up. It's the Psycho Cannon. Arthur in the preview is just completely invincible in every way, and he gets to the final boss without the Psycho Cannon. So here he goes, just gonna throw at nothing. That bat is inside of Arthur right now. Just straight up. Well, thank you for the
I
GGs,
like how
everybody.
they freeze frame on that.
That right there again. That goblin is just inside Arthur.
Hot.
Shielder again, throwing absolutely nowhere near him. And we'll get to Loki, or not Loki. See, I do it every time.
What? Why? How is Cerberus Loki?
He's red. I don't know. But when these little vignettes stop, it's gonna show Arthur in Loki's room with the lance, which is something that literally can't happen. Anyway, thank you for the GG's, friends. I want to shout out to me and Liz and Blast the Process and Professor F. See, those are just not sweet dodges. That's some weird levels of getting hit. You'd think in like the post preview thing where it's like, this is how cool this game was. They do really cool things. So here he is with the lance in the final boss room, and I call shenanigans.
Hacks.
Anyway, turns out the world is saved. There's Princess Prin Prin. Shoutouts to Prin Prin.
She's cute.
I would like to play as her one day.
That would be great.
Like,
I would like a red armor to take Arthur away, and then she puts on armor, and then you can see her in like her bra and okay, well maybe not that.
Significantly less creepy this game because there's just the end screen.
And
the Super Ghouls and Ghosts actually just gives like measurements for Prin Prin, like bust size and waist size and everything. It's like, what?
Really? What?
Yeah, like when you're done with the credits, it's like, all right, here, and it's just like height, bust, waist. Like, what?
Here's your reward. Fat fodder. What? That is
Anyway,
ridiculous.
I wish I had
Oh
more
my
to show you all. What even was my time? 26 minutes? Yep, that's why I made it so high.
Underestimate. Very good.
I don't have anything
job.
else to show you all, and I'm really sorry about that. I wish I could just play more Ghouls and Ghosts games for you one day.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, as soon as they make another Genesis game. Well, there is the Master System version of this, which is...
Oh my god, please play that. Please play that at some point.
It's something. It's something, alright. Okay. Cool.
So yes, thank you so much. That is Gliitchless. Do you have anything to shout out? Anyone to say thank you to?
No, just thank you for the marathon. Thank you for
anyone to
everyone in
tell
chat.
you that you love and cherish.
I mean, I love and cherish my chat. I love and cherish all the people that showed up because I tweeted out to show up here. That's awesome. I see you in chat out there. Honestly, I probably love and cherish you. Like, that's probably a thing.
Maybe, or just possibly.
Shut up.
Next up, I think we're going to have a bonus run. We're still kind of working on it. So, join us in about 5 minutes. We'll have a secret surprise bonus run for you. See you all in just a moment. Thank you again, Kat, for the run.
Oh, thank you. I guess, I don't know. I think I'm still on screen, so I'm not going to cut stream until you tell me to.